Hello again, amazing, wonderful you here, Susanna Mittermaier. Isn't it amazing? I just made a Facebook Live a while ago and I'm in Switzerland. It's amazing. And yeah, the Wi-Fi didn't work. So yeah, I am so thrilled to be here. Wow, we just, we had days of change that are just beyond incredible, and I'm just gonna show you a little bit. This is awesome, amazing Switzerland. Incredible, right? Wow. Oh, I love the potency of the mountains and the lakes, just incredible. So here in Switzerland we have the pleasure to have an awesome pragmatic psychology class, the advanced practitioner class, and it's 3 days, and today we had day 2, and holy moly, wow. So this pragmatic psychology advanced practitioner class is for practitioners, so people who we have people who are coaches, facilitators, therapists, teachers, and also hairdressers. Really cool. So different people with different backgrounds, all of them working with clients in different ways, and being practitioners, and all of them desiring to find out what else they've got going on and what they're capable of with facilitating change. And so with people who have different backgrounds, say coaches or therapists or whatever, like most of them have learned a certain way of working with clients, like you know, a certain kind of right way of doing it. And what the people in this class realized is how many conclusions and how many answers they have from their work, from their education. And you know, when we have been taught something and we've decided that's the right way to do it, and we make conclusions about this is the way to facilitate change, we're not asking questions. So how many conclusions do you have about how to facilitate change for you and for others? So how that plays out in their work is, so again, for those of you who just joined, I'm in Switzerland. It's awesome here. This is the view from my hotel room. And so we have a class here called Pragmatic Psychology Advanced Practitioners. And people with different backgrounds are joining us for this class. Therapists, coaches, teachers, and hairdressers, anybody who works with clients. And they want to find out what else they got going on, what they're capable of with facilitating change. And what we realized, and what the participants realized, is how many conclusions they have, how many answers they have from their work, from their education, from what they've been taught, how to facilitate change. So, and what we realized today, because we had, what we do in this class, we facilitate on each other. So they got to practice, you know, what else, how can they use the tools when they work with clients, and not necessarily just for clients who come for access and who know it, but who are just like whoever desires change. And so what they realized is how full they are in their heads with what they've been taught, how to do this from their education. And if you've ever noticed, if you have any kind of point of view of how to do this, you're not present with what is. You can't, like, you miss so much information, and that's not only when you facilitate other people, it's also when you live your life. If you're full in your head and you have conclusions, what's right and wrong, what's good and bad, you can't receive the information that's available to you, and the information you actually require to create change. So what the people in class realized, how difficult they're making it for themselves by trying to get it right, by worrying that they're doing it wrong, and by trying to do it the way they've been taught from their education, or have different points of view or concepts or constructs in their head, which makes them full and not available and not open enough to receive what the client gives them as an information. Because the person in front of you gives you loads of information, not just verbally, but in so many other ways. You get a total download of what's going on that makes it easier for you to create ease for them and to facilitate ease for them. And so what we realized, so this is, for those of you just joined, this is Switzerland. Hello, say hello to Switzerland. It's so stunning here. And so the class that I'm talking about right now, that we have day 2 of 3 today, sorry, I'm speeding. I'm so excited I'm speeding. Is called Pragmatic Psychology Advanced Practitioners. And of course, as the word says, it's for people who work with people, practitioners, and to find out what they got going on with facilitating change. And so, you know, the thing we just talked about, like being full in your head with points of view, with constructs, with what's right and wrong, what's good and bad, whether you facilitate a friend, a colleague, whether you facilitate yourself, or whether you just ask for change, whatever concepts and reference points you have from the past keeps you from actually creating change with ease and receiving change with ease. And today we had many examples. Like there was a lady talking about panic attacks. So today it was panic attacks and a lot of like topics about abuse and how to facilitate that. And it was so cool to see, like, there was a woman who in the class, like, she talked about a panic attack, and so the energy came up for her and her body started to go, you know, create the symptoms of a panic attack. And so in the moment she realized how much the conclusion of this is a panic attack, like her body was hyperventilating, and her conclusion was immediately, oh my God, I'm having another one of those panic attacks. And I'm sorry, it's getting a bit chilly out here, so I'm just gonna go inside a little bit. So the woman realized that she had a lot of conclusions. Thank you, Mihaela. I love pragmatic psychology. So the woman realized that, you know, she had the conclusion that her body, like, going, that she's like, this is a panic attack. And she called it panic attack. And hello. And so what I did first is, you know, what we want to do is, if you just tap into the energy of a situation like that and you're confronted with someone who has a panic attack, and what do normal people want to do? They want to solve it, they want to fix it, they want to help, they want to calm it down. And what does the person do when you try to fix it, solve it, and calm it down? Do they calm down or not? Well, usually not. Usually they just go, you know, they're like, no, this is real. And they, you know, they just like, they try to, you know, they often make it more intense, or at least they don't calm down because you just want to put a batch on it. So what truly works, so what we did with her, and the cool thing was everybody in the class was with that, because nobody went into the drama, nobody went into, oh my God, something wrong is happening. Like, people were just being totally relaxed, which is the, you know, best thing you can be in that situation. Totally relaxed, a lot of space, no conclusion, no trying to fix it or solve it, just like, hi, you know, just being the space and being the contribution to that person. And we asked her to connect with the body. Again, hi, Heidi, thank you. So we asked her to connect with the body again, just be aware of her body. And you can do that by just putting your feet down on the floor, putting maybe a hand on your chest or on your belly, and just connecting with your body again. So she did that. And then I asked her, hey, what's up? You know, what is that? And asking her a bunch of questions which came up in the moment. So they're not questions you can go, okay, when the panic attack comes, ask these questions. That's not really how it works. It's more that, you know, you just be with what is, and then see, okay, what comes up? What can I ask? And so she realized that what she called panic attack is something totally different. So she realized that the label panic attack, whenever her body was showing her the symptoms, the label panic attack and the, the conclusion that it's a panic attack was keeping her from realizing what's really going on. And so with being with her, not trying to fix her, not trying to solve anything, just being there with no judgments and allowance, like contributed to her finding out what's true for her. And she realized, wow, what I called panic attack is a bunch of energy that I've shoved into my body. And this is, by the way, not something that you can say is true for everybody. Like, you have to have the person find out what's true for them. And so she realized, wow, what I called panic attack is something totally different. It's actually, yes, it's an amazing view from the window. It's Switzerland. And so what she called panic attack, she realized for her, wow, that's a bunch of energy that I've shoved away, that I didn't choose and allow myself to have access to, because it would make me too different. It would make me too alive, too happy, too light, too different. And it's interesting because the whole question that she asked actually started with her body. She was like not happy with her body. Her point of view was, I have too many kilos, I have too much fat, I'm too much. And so she thought that the problem actually was her body. And with asking her questions, what we got to is, no, it's not the kilos, it's not the weight that's the problem. It's her not having chosen to access the energy that is truly her, and the being that's truly her. And so when we unlocked that and we took away the lies that, oh, it's a panic attack, because anytime you have a label, it's a conclusion. You stop asking what truly is going on. And that's like so many times what's going on with people. When there's a problem and when there is something that doesn't work, they often have bought a lie and don't ask what's really going on, what's truly going on. That's why questions are so valuable and work so much. So we ask, and what she thought is a weight problem actually was her realizing, first, what she thought was a weight problem and a panic attack problem actually was her realizing, wow, there's so much of me, so much of the energy I be, so much of the difference I be, so much of the aliveness that I be, that I didn't allow myself to be, for fear of being different, of being too much, of not being liked. And so she's like, wow. And so she's like, wow, my body's vibrating. I just feel every molecule being alive and like, and she's like, whoa, now I can be that with space and not buying that something is wrong with me or that I'm a panic attack person, or when the energy comes up, it equals a panic attack. I can ask what's really going on and I can access the energy of me. And she says, oh my God, I feel my body getting lighter. I feel my whole being getting lighter. So we had many of those conversations today, and then also addressing abuse and what's really true. And there was a woman, she says, I'm going to be 70 soon. And she was so awesome. She's like, I've had abuse for a long time, for many years, and I've gone to many therapies. I've done this and I've done that to change it, and nothing really gave me the lightness and the space of being. And she said, what I know helps is making a choice, making a different choice. And I'm like, wow, that woman rocks. So she was like, oh my God, inspiring the whole class. Italina is writing, oh my God, I'm perceiving this energy. Thank you. Thank you for perceiving it and receiving it. That's awesome. So this woman says, okay, I'm going to approach 70 soon. I've been worrying about the abuse, trying to deal with the abuse my whole life. You know what? I'm going to just make a different choice. I'm going to let go of the past and the relevance of the past in favor of a future that works, in favor of a pragmatic future. And that was like, whoa, the whole class went, holy moly. And and that brought us to talk about abuse and a different view about it. And in this reality, I've been working as a psychologist and psychotherapist in mental health for years in Sweden, and I've been dealing with a lot of people with abuse and different kind of diagnosis. And it's incredible to see how many points of view are out there. Once somebody's abused, that's impossible to change, and it's gonna shape your whole future and all the things. If you look at them, does that make you feel lighter? Or is this a lie that's been perpetrated on you that sticks you in the past and makes the past more relevant than the creation of a pragmatic future, a future that works for you. So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? Let's use our pot and pox friends. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And so so we talked about this abuse and what else is possible and a different perspective on this. Because if you change your perspective, you change everything. If you have the perspective, if you have the point of view that, oh my God, this is horrible, it's gonna shape my whole life and my whole future, your point of view creates your reality. And how many of those points of view are not even yours? How many of those have you been buying from other people? And like usually when people are being abused, like the thing that's being created after the abuse is making things way worse. You know, like the stories people say, like when you tell somebody, oh, I've been abused this and that way, and their reaction is, or, you know, they don't even have to use many words. It's just like they're sometimes just the energetic reaction. Sometimes or often it's words, whatever it is, whatever the reaction is. If you buy it, you stick yourself with it and you make the past more relevant than the creation of your future. So how many stories have you been buying from other people? How many reactions have you made real and relevant that are sticking you in the past and keep you from creating a future that works for you? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So just gonna do something different. Just gonna show you. By the way, this is Switzerland. It's a bit chilly, so that's why I'm going inside. Isn't that amazing? So why am I showing you this? We're talking about abuse, right? And we're talking about, oh my God, so many points of view that other people stick you with. And if you agree in a lie and resist and react to it, you're in that lie and you've bought a story that's got nothing to do with you. So what you want to do is to create change. You want to do this. Actually, you don't want to do this. You want to be this. You just want to be, because space creates change. Anytime you go from solidity of lies, of points of view, you're sticking yourself with that, and you're sticking yourself with the solidity of it and the reality and the realness of it. Anytime you do this and you be this, and you look at, let's say the problem is here, and you just like, you be the space around the problem, like you basically have the view from above like an eagle, and it stops sticking you. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So anytime we have a problem, what we usually do when we have a problem, we think we have a problem, we try to address it, we try to understand it, and that just makes it even more real. But if you do the eagle view, if you do this, if you create space around the whole thing, it melts, it changes. And that's what you can be for you, and that's what you can be for other people. So everything doesn't allow that with total ease, joy, and glory, the way that works for you, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So for those of you who just joined, I'm in Switzerland right now, and this is the view from the hotel room. And so we're having a class here called Pragmatic Psychology Advanced Practitioners. And it's for practitioners, like people who work with people. Join the class. Coaches, facilitators, therapists, teachers, hairdressers. We have all kinds of different people who facilitate change in whatever way they do. And they learn how to facilitate change their way. And so, as I said before, today we had a lot of topic about abuse and panic attacks and how to deal with that, and how to melt limitations. And I just showed you before, and if you just joined, you can watch the video and the conversation before. So this is how you create change, you know, like by not making the problem real, by agreeing and aligning to the story, whether it's from you or from other people, and by asking, what space can I be that melts these limitations with total ease? And it's like the space around it. And it's so funny because even science talks about that space. If you create space around something, the matter like the matter ceases to have the solidity, like the solidity melts. And this is something you can be for you, and this is something you can be for other people. And the funny thing that the people in class today, so we practiced facilitation on each other, and what the people said is, wow, I've learned so many conclusions about how to create change, and so much rightness about how to do it, and so much wrongness how to do it. So what we got to at the end of the day, so many things, but one of them was like, what lack of relaxation are you using to avoid the change you could be choosing? So in the moment when you relax, and you relax as a facilitator, or just relax into your life, relax into your future, things truly can come to you with ease and joy and glory. So if you facilitate change for a person, and you relax, and you allow yourself to relax into the moment, and be, then whatever information, whatever space, whatever energy is required for you to have to facilitate change comes to you truly with ease, joy, and glory. But you gotta choose to relax. What many people do when they facilitate change, they're like, I wanna fix, I wanna do, I wanna solve, I wanna make you happy. At the end of the session, you're supposed to be happy and go, woo, my life has changed. And we've been taught to have so many results in the back of our heads, rather than relaxing and allowing and being the space where limitations melt. So let's do those two again. So what lack of relaxation are you using to avoid the change you could be choosing? And everything that is, will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what space, what energy, space, and consciousness and choice can you and your body be to melt limitations with total ease? And everything doesn't allow that times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So I just wanted to say hi and give you a quick what's going on at these classes, at the Advanced Practitioner classes, Pragmatic Psychology. It's amazing to see. And also, it's so cool to have so many different people, like hairdressers, coaches, facilitators, like a combination of people who want to bring, like, use the tools of Access Consciousness out there in the world, in their field, in their niche, and do it their way, not the way like this is the right way, but find out their way of facilitating change. And what we've seen today, because as I said before, we practice facilitation on each other, and what people notice today is, wow, everybody sees something different. Everybody has their different awareness and perspective on the person they facilitate. Like, we had one person that was facilitated, and the person who facilitated, like, she saw aspects, other people saw different aspects, this person saw a different aspect. So everybody has a different awareness, and there's no right awareness and there's no wrong awareness. It's just that you see things differently because of who you are, and someone else sees that same situation, that person's world, again, totally different because of who they are. And none of them is right and wrong. All of them are just different perspectives and add to the situation. So it was really cool to see how different people go about facilitation, and how awesome their difference is, and how valuable it is, and how the people are just like, if you are you, if you be you, and if you are irresistible, because the clients who look for your sessions, your classes, they want to come to you because you are you, and because you unlock and unpack and unhide you and go, you know, world, I know what I know, I trust what I know, and I'm available. And everything doesn't allow that truth will you destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So I'm thrilled what got created today, and I hope this was an inspiration for you. And if this Advanced Practitioner speaks to you, there are going to be a couple of them around the world. We have Budapest, Hungary in September, we have Mexico in October, and we have Russia in November. And all of them you can join from your home online. So thank you for you, and thank you for joining, and thanks for being different, and thanks for creating change in the world by the awesomeness you are. Mwah! From Switzerland.